7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Sound check. I'm sorry about that. We got a sound check. I wanted to come on really quick to talk about a few things tonight, y'all. So everybody knows what's going on. We're seeing it in the news. We're seeing all these things happen, and I want to talk about. We have to really step back a minute and think about this. The globalists, they flooded America with people from around the world ahead of this big move, in hopes of collapsing the entire country. In New York City, they tossed U.S. war veterans into the street to house the invading hordes of illegal immigrants. In Chicago, the locals have finally stood up to the Democratic overlords. In the Blue City stronghold voices, not the voices of the majority of Americans. Folks, now Biden is on TV talking about what he wants to do. And we also have to think about that so many of these people that came in from the southern border, what did they bring with them? One, we know there's a tuberculosis outbreak in the Midwest, in the heartland, that's never happened. Now, they're calling for worldwide, jihad against Jews. Folks, this week is going to be very dangerous. I don't believe any longer that we can continue to bypass what's going on around the world. They've wanted war, and that's why this attack, and that's why it was allowed to occur. Right? See, the petrodollar is on its last leg, and BRICS is getting real chummy with a lot of people. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Venezuela, and the end of the American empire is at hand. The United States has been on the verge of a tyrannical overreach of government since 2019. Extreme. An election that everybody's pissed off about still to this day, as we're getting ready for a new election. I will say this, as an American, as being prior Navy, as being a patriot, a prepper, and believing in the Second Amendment, this weekend don't go anywhere without it. Don't allow yourself to be caught in the midst of the bullshit, because it's not going to stop. It's preparing to get worse. Yeah, I hear you, Sparkle on. What's up, Goblin? We need to pray. We need to have faith. And we need to stay very alert. I'm talking to the extreme. Not where you take your second with you and leave it in the lunchroom, where you take your second with you and you leave it in your car. I'm talking the time is now. And do we think that the East and the West are going to put any kind of stop to this? Do we think after everything that's occurred, especially over the last 4 years, since they decided to take everybody by the throat and the balls, do we think that this is going to stop? It's not. And I want to say, I love you all dearly, but every single person that's watching this right now, you better be on point I hope to God that each and every one of you haven't been running from channel to channel and not doing the freaking legwork. Because as a prepper, I'm going to tell you right now, it's about to go way effing sideways. And when it goes sideways, it could be at your front door or at your job or at your restaurant when you're sitting there eating your Happy Meal, right? Because we're so spoiled in the United States. And right now, every single one of us better put our boots on the ground. There's no lollygagging or bullshitting. Because I'll tell you what, look at every day around the world when these jihads, when they decide to go into a restaurant just to prove a fact, to be martyrs, do we think that this shit ain't here? It's here. And I don't think that this time, from everything that's being said and all the articles that have came out, and we know that the southern border's been open and the northern border's been threatened, and the West Coast has issues with the maritime, and the Southeast Coast, we've seen Russian submarines and also had a problem in the port there. Do you think that we're going to continue to step on people's toes? The United States put us and the whole world in the middle of a real shit show. And the bell is about to go off. And when it does, folks, it's not going to be one day or 1 week. And I hope to God that I'm wrong. I really hope to God I'm wrong. But they've already had incidents around the country. The FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, city governments, police departments, sheriff's departments are on high alert. Why? Why? And you get that right, Teresa, because we've hurt too many people. See, at one time in this country, we were not the international police. We were the treaty makers. We were the sit down, let's talk, and let's put our best foot forward to avoid war. And all bets are off. The rules of engagement have changed. They've changed. When you hear about all the terrible things that they're doing to the children, the women, the elders, the rules of engagement are gone. Yeah, exactly, Godwin. And we all know, I truly believe that this warning letter that went out to our Secretary of Defense about that Biden needed to step down now, or else this would occur. Is he going to step down? Hell no, he won't. No. And I seen the letter with my own eyes. It's not good, folks. Wow. Wow. Yeah, a lot of things are going on. And a lot of sheriff's departments are already on high alert. There is like several websites right now that are showing us in the United States that our alert status is now changed. I think we need to be concerned. You know, I always joke and have fun. And after this live stream, I'm going to go unwind because I have been having some issues. But I'll tell you what, folks, I care about this mag. I care about this mag. And I care about every single person that watches this today or in the future. The time's now. And in 2 days, it's going to be October 13th. And that's the day they're calling for. And look what's already happened. And look what's happening. The East and the West have collided. Yep. Yep. Oh, wow. Okay. See, we're an open carrier. We don't have to have a permit or anything like that. Yeah. I hope that, I get to see y'all again. I hope that all these reports coming in are wrong. But I want you to think about this. Dragonflies brought up a very good point tonight. She said, if so many things pop off at once, people won't even be able to keep up with it anyway. And we already have a situation on the West Coast. So I truly believe that when this pops off, I think it's already starting. They're already in place, and it's just a matter of the go. If one of my mods is in here, would you please drop the backup channel? After this live stream, we are going over there to Come Down Center. We always have a talk show over there, and we have music, and you're welcome to come. It's OTWP Leaving Footprints. You can look it up, OTWP Leaving Footprints. I don't see a mod in the channel. I thought there were some mods in here. Maybe not. Scruffy, do you know how you, Scruffy, I'm gonna make you a mod. Up, shoot, I can't do it off this channel, shoot. I don't know who's in here that's a mod. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. It really does help the channel for as long as we're all still standing, right? What did Rick just say? Yeah, yeah. Well, we can put it in the back of our pants or anywhere. Incognito is going to be the best bet because you're not, this isn't going to be a short handgun type of situation. I'll tell you that much right now. It's definitely not going to be a short gun situation. You better think about that one for real. If you think that your whatever is going to protect you, it's probably not going to be the best bet. This is going to be long rifle. This is going to be a serious situation, especially if they go forward with what they're saying. Let me see if I can get on here. Scruffy, I'm going to make you a mod. Hold on a minute. And if somebody could drop the link. I don't see any freaking mods. Where are you, mods? Teresa, could you be a mod? You're a mod over there. You know how to do it. I just added you, Teresa, if you could. And I'm going to add you also, Scruffy. Scruffy, I just made you a mod too, please. If y'all could help drop some links, if we could drop a link to OTWP Leaving Footprints, I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, who would want to get on a plane at this point? I just made y'all mods. Thank you. Thank you, Scruffy. Thank you, babe. I hope that, I really wasn't going to come on and do news or anything because it's like I feel like we all feel it and see it. How many of you in the chat really think that this October 13th thing is going to happen? Hit a 1 if you really, really believe in your heart and your spirit that October 13th is going to be not a good time here in the United States. Hit a 1. If you really believe this propaganda is going to occur. I never call dates, so I have a real hard time believing that they're giving us a warning that it's going to happen then, and that maybe it won't happen tomorrow. Maybe it's not going to happen tonight. Maybe it's going to happen on the 16th or the 17th. That they are just giving us a fair warning that they're ready to go to battle with us. And I believe that it is going to occur. And I don't believe that this time that the United States is going to step to the side, especially if you think about China is also moving more strategically into the Taiwan Strait, and they want to take Taiwan back. I believe that these two escalations is that we are going to have 3 different situations going at one time, that there is no way in hell that the United States can handle it. And also being prior military, I just feel that this is the brink of the disaster that we've all been prepping for. But have we prepped enough? And do we have our mags? And do we have shit in order? Because this isn't going to be like Mad Max or Red Dawn shit. It's going to be where we see a blood battle right here in our own country. And that's what I truly believe. I believe that the blood battle's coming to our own ground. And it's going to be different because just like they had drones go into Israel, they're going to have drones. They're going to have, I believe, the bomb situation. I believe that there's going to be a lot of things like that happening. Yep. Oh, there's the answer. There's the answer right there. I forgot, Scruffy, I've been working on a different program, and so there's the answer. And the thing is, folks, with all the Jewish, I went to a Jewish synagogue in Chicago, and I went to one in Colorado, and I went to one in Nebraska. And I believe that no one's going to be able to call for help. You're not going to be able to, if they're in a church or a synagogue or wherever, It's not going to be like, oh, come and help us, because it's going to be too late. And I hope and I pray that this does not happen. Yep. Yep. Drop. That's a good point, man. Yep. Yeah. Past that, I think that would make sense. That's 2 days away. That's the date they're calling for. So, and this is going to be a very eye-opening situation for all of us here in the States. I believe, and you all believe, and you all seen, I really believe that the sleepers are going to just be activated, and we're all going to be like fighting to protect our motherland, because we all know that we were sold out. We all know that the current administration has sent our munitions to Ukraine, has sent them over there, and we are at the lowest we've ever been. The prediction is that gas within the next couple months will be $7 per gallon. So, this is coming in from different avenues, but I really feel that we are on the brink. And if this 13th goes through, October the 13th, I really truly believe, folks, that there's not going to be stopping it. It's going to get worse and worse, to the point that each and every one of us will be affected. Maybe our sons or our daughters will get drafted. There's so many things that are happening. I do want to talk about a couple things that I pulled up, that I was doing some research on, and then I was like, nope, I'm not going live tonight. There is right now, just on another little subject, there's over 27 pages right now on OTCs. So if you need OTCs, y'all better get it, and you better get it right now. They're trying to pull those as well. And I will post those OTCs medicines on the channel, but I honestly believe it's not for the reason that we're seeing. The Department of Homeland Security has also placed a national high alert, and it is all about terrorist threats, and they are providing detailed information right now to the public, government agencies, sheriff's departments, and more. The other thing is Khalid Mashal, the leader and founding member of Hamas, gave a speech today asking Muslims all around the world to do the following. Listen closely. One, to show anger, especially Friday, in Muslim countries and also among Muslim diaspora around the world. He called it the Friday of Al-Aqsa flood. He said it will send a message of rage to Zionists and to America. He asked for financial help from all Muslims around the world to help with their money. He called it financial jihad. He asked Muslims to give to the fighters of Gaza in order to compensate them for the destruction. Number three, he asked political pressure from Muslim leaders and Muslim nations to stop Israel's military invasion of Gaza. Four, the most important thing, he asked all Muslims around the world to carry jihad by their souls, to fight and be martyrs for the Al-Aqsa. He wants Muslims to fight against the Jews, starting with Muslims who live in the countries surrounding Israel, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, and Egypt, but also other countries, to go to the borders and try to enter each by his own means. He said this is the time for jihad to be applied on the ground rather than just in theory. He asked for the Mujahideen to go in long caravans to spill their blood on the land of Palestine. These are his final words, he said. Funds are important, but today we're asking for your blood and souls to be sacrificed for Palestine. Whoa. So the predictions are coming in that the terrorist attacks next Friday or even before will be in European countries and the U.S. against Jewish targets and also American targets. He predicts protests in Muslim countries and Western countries. Is it a trap? The Middle East fights the last war. Multiple nations are going to be dragged into the conflict. If you're wondering and you were thinking about what is going to happen in October, the October surprise, as many people call it, well, was it going to be? Well, now you know. They said, I'll make the position clearer on this. I don't care about either side. I care about innocent civilians. But other than that, the war is irrelevant. I'm an American and I care about America. This is pretty deep, y'all. Both sides use tactics that deliberately target civilians. And we're not talking collateral damage like we saw in Iraq and Afghanistan. Groups that consciously and brazenly engage in plans for genocide. Bottom line. And think about it. Israeli intel services knowing about it? How did they get in there without knowing about it? Mossad is known to be one of the most intrusive and persuasive covert agencies in the world, yet they were caught completely off guard by this unprecedented attack. A U.S. carrier strike group is on the way to the region and is getting very close. And this is just the beginning, everyone. The Europeans are going to be pressured to go to war, America, and it's going to be the East versus the West. And it's really depending on the extent of the reaction here in the West. The BRICS nations, they may be compelled to get involved with this in a big way. And you got to think that Russia also has so much strategic security treaties with Iran and Syria already. And China has economic interests and influence in the region and the world's largest importer-exporter. I think that when we take all of these things and put them into consideration, there's going to be a lot of terror attacks, a lot of FF events, and a lot of wonderful people that are going to lose their lives. There's going to be a push for a new draft in the United States, and we're going to watch our sons and our daughters go away. Or maybe all of us have to fight right here. And if you think about it, the timing of this whole conflict is really, really beneficial to some people called globalists. And it reminds me, as we look back, the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. They wanted to compel everybody into fight in WW2. Does this sound familiar? We have the time is here. The time is now. And we have to remember that this is going to be something that none of us will ever forget. But we all are put here in this time and in this place for a reason. And I say to each and every person that hears this, as an American, as a prior military, a first responder, a teacher, prepare for U.S. terror attacks. The writing is definitely on the wall. And I believe that the jihad, they will carry it out. This is Off the Wall Prepper, y'all. If you'd like to join us for a little more down-to-earth stream in a little while, you're welcome to unwind, stay centered. And we do have a talk show over there. I think that the best thing I can say to each and every one of us is don't go anywhere if you don't have to. Travel with other people. Go gray man. Go incognito. But most of all, pray for this country. Pray for everyone around the world that humanity takes a different step. Most of all, y'all, we're the OTWP Mag. We've been talking about this here on YouTube and other great creators, and people that really truly care about this community. I hope that you all took something from each one of us, from Scruffy Scrubs to Passamaquoddy, and I hope, and Drops and Texas Red Leg and Roaming Prepper, I can name 100. Be on guard, be smart, keep your face out of the black screen, and at all times, We are now on high alert. God bless you. God bless America. And don't give up now, folks. Do the dang thing on a daily basis. The time is near. And I think, honestly, the time is here right now. God bless y'all. One of my mods would please drop the backup channel. I'll see y'all over there in an hour or so. Yep, I agree. And what they're doing to the people is absolutely horrific, sickening, and we got to stand. That being said, it's about to light up. And prepare, because we need to rise up, stand together. God bless you. God bless America until I see you again, my friends. If you'd like to come over later tonight, in about an hour or so, we're going to chill to some old rock. Rise up now. Now is the hour. It is time. God bless y'all.
Hey, listen up, I've tried to tell you this 100 times. Not getting better by lying there pretending to cry. You on repeat, you can see shit cause you have closed your eyes. You say you listen, but you're missing what it's all about. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. I try to help you, but you keep reading between the lines. There's nothing there for you to complicate, we're not aligned. You say you listen, but guessing that's just another sign. Not growing up, you're growing old, your life keep passing by. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. Now if you break it, I can take it, I don't need a prize. Leave out the fact that I am up against 1,000 guys. My intuition efficient cause I can't use my mind. Don't try to tell me how it's done, you haven't done your time. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up?
In all things, in all things, in all things, you're working it out, working it out. In all things.
Boy, everybody has a lot on their mind. I see it in the chat. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, it is. It's the next day already over there. Y'all want me to check in? Let's check into the live UA map and let's see what's going on. I'll stay down for a minute. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. See what's happening over here. I know this much. I know that this is I see by everybody's comments, like we're all just feeling right now, like the same thing. Like, here we go. Here we go. Should have audio. There's audio. Mm, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I'm having bad internet, y'all. I'm not going to be able to check in on the map. I'm hoping that the internet will become unchinky tomorrow, and I'll be able to have another live stream, and then I can pull up the live UA map, and we can go from there. Okay? Yeah, I'm not sure, Mary, why you probably have a mute button pressed or something like that. But if y'all want to go over there to OTWP Leaving Footprints, we'll carry on the conversation on a little different note. And I love y'all. God bless y'all, and keep your head on a swivel. Till I see you again, my friends. Take care.